Tricks the math goes, that's pretty weak. Gummy claws charts from tulips to crypto. Same curve, new curve, same folks get ripped though. Pat drops a punchline, call that fake or fraud. Crowd shouts back, either way it's on. Skeptical robots roast them on sight. Point at the circus and flip on the lights. Laugh at the bullshit louder each night. They've been selling magic beans since forever. Snake or snake or get reach together. Bringing on flying, we're just dying of laughter. Yeah 猫のグミレッドゼリーみたいな毛並みマイクと腹とか見せてリンクサイドに座る技を指示する違いそしてキングがこんな声でいつも勝つ紫猫の髪帽子に指輪が入ってるよドラップキスフレックスマットはどこ紫猫の髪彼にはキッズの命と秘密のダジャレがあるレスリングのカオス彼こそがそれだエルボードロック彼にはジョークがある彼は解説の王者だボディスラムと紫のフレア髪の声がどこにでも響く
Fingers dance on ivory keys so sly. Punchline sharper than a needle's eye. He's got jokes that sting and a wink to the crowd. Soft notes sing, but his fists talk loud. Laugh it up or take the punch. Pat Dixon serving a 2-for-1 lunch. A tune, a jab, a sly little grin. Enjoy it now. Let the madness begin. Hard chat spins like a late night jam. Stories rolling like a battering ram. He's the kind of guy who'll crack a joke and remind you life's just a puff of smoke. Comedy cuts like a boxer's jab. Left hook humor, grab your cab. Piano smiles, but don't you forget he's the maestro. But there's muscle in his set. Laugh it up or take the punch. Cat Dixon serving a 2-for-1 lunch. A tune, a jab, a sly little grin. Enjoy it now. Let the madness begin.
Exciting and new. Come aboard. We're expecting you and love. Life's sweetest reward. Let it flow. It floats back to you. Soon we'll be making another run.
skeptical, spinning facts, clip story and dabbler. Keeping it skeptical, no cap. Gummy chainsaw rolling in, alien bodega cat, shape-shifting memes and merch, dropping games that go brat, brat. Pat Dixon in the house, stand-up king with the crime report. Dabbleverse detective calling out the whole damn court. Three weirdos unite every Friday night, 7 p.m. ET. Skeptical robot blasting off, no guess, just pure energy. Papa Gummy Pat, the robot crew, clips and chaos, what they gonna do? Laughing at the weird, roasting all the fake. Skeptical robot, best show in the game. Luigi, chainsaw, feline flow, Dixon dropping bombs, steal the whole show. Tune in, subscribe, hit that bell, or you'll miss the madness. Go to hell. Just kidding, kinda. Papa digging through the archives like a digital detective. Gummy drawing bodega dreams, merch so fresh it's collective. Pat on the mic with that New York grit and fire, talking true crime, dabble drama, taking it higher. From Hackamania giveaways to deadest disco beats, they're building empires out of laughs and internet treats. No script, no filter, just vibes and real talk. 3 legends in a pod, watch the timeline walk. Skeptical mode activated, Gummy shape shifts, Pat gets activated. Papa clips and loops, it makes the whole thing legendary. This trio's undefeated, baby, visionary. Papa Gummy Pat, the robot crew, clips and chaos, what they gonna do? Laughing at the weird, roasting all the fake. Skeptical robot, best show in the game. So hit that link, join the stream, bring your snacks and your takes. Friday nights belong to the squad that never fakes. Papa Electrical, Gummy chainsaw, Pat Dixon, legends. Skeptical robot forever. Mic drop. Robot head explode.
Thank you so much for being here. Pat is having some technical difficulties. He's going to be popping in here in a second, hopefully. But thank you, everybody, for being here with us. This is Skeptical Robot. We are a show about con men, frauds, liars, grifters. And with me, as always, is my co-host, Mr. Gummy Chainsaw.
What up, people?
How is everybody doing tonight?
How are you guys? Happy to be here. Fucking cooking and boiling up here, but we doing good.
We have a lot to cover. First off, Mr. Bacon Bits, thank you very, very much for the 10 Luigi Greenberg memberships. And let's see, I know there's a few other here. Man.
Yeah, I should turn on the comments, shouldn't I? Sorry, my bad. I was busy freestyling a song while we were backstage.
I know. It was fun, though. I was enjoying it.
Yeah.
One Pun, thank you very much for celebrating 5 months of membership. And yeah, I do want to give a shout out to Jake Hudson for creating that intro song for us. Thank you very much, Jake Hudson. And Woody from Woody from Syracuse, thank you for the $5. I'm prepared to do time if you don't pull that goddamn mother clucking lever. Is that the first request? Let's see. Hold on.
I believe so.
I believe that is the first request of the evening. Okay, well, you know what? When people ask for the mother clucking lever, I have to give it to them.
Especially when they pay.
Give me just a second here. Got to get it primed.
Wait, did I say that part out loud? My bad.
Here we go. First of the night.
These pieces of shit. Wanna fuck? Let's fuck!
What else can you say?
I can imagine him like kicking open the door to a saloon and just screaming that. And thinking it means to fight, but realizing he ended up like in the Blue Oyster Bar.
Hold on here. We actually...
We got a birthday shout out to Pencil Neck. Pencil Neck, happy birthday, happy birthday, what? Happy birthday, what? Happy birthday. I can't talk.
Happy birthday, Pencil Necked.
I got tongue tied.
Let's see. We got a couple of super tips. Let me go ahead and remove this until Pat gets here. $3 from Rumple Trenchcoat. Thank you very much, Rumple Trenchcoat, but I think you might have sent this during Edge Files. Looks like this is kind of old, but we will play it. Oh, and we also do owe one of our viewers something that we didn't get to last week.
Yeah.
So we got kicked off, and don't let me forget it. But
let me see if he's in chat. I haven't seen. Hey, what up, Silent Shape?
But let me go ahead and play this. Rumble Trenchcoat, thank you for the $3. Piss? Did someone give Steel Toe three $5 Rumble rants? I believe that was for the Piss saga that we did on Edge Files. Thank you very much, Rumble Trenchcoat. And we also have Dermbag coming in with some Billy Mays.
Billy Mays here with the modern legalities of monkey sales. Every state that doesn't outright ban private monkey ownership requires owners to be permitted. And those permits contain facilities, veterinary oversight, regular inspections, and proof of legal acquisition. Under the Federal Animal Welfare Act, anyone who breeds, sells, or transports monkeys must be licensed by the USDA. The USDA bans door-to-door sales of animals. Since monkeys can carry tuberculosis, simian foamy virus, zoonotic parasites, and Macassine herpes virus 1, the CDC prohibits their public handling and unregulated transfer. While only 31 cases of human-acquired monkey herpes have been reported, the disease causes severe neurological damage and death. However, it's not sexually transmitted. So if you can pass the state and federal roadblocks, as well as local city and county ordinances to finally own a monkey, you can fuck it.
That was a long road
From your
to
lips
get
to
to
God's
that
ears.
joke. Hey, Mr. Pat Dixon.
What up, Pat?
That was weird.
You landed right there as we were being given the proper advice on how to legally fuck a monkey.
What? That's against the law?
Apparently depends on the state.
Yeah.
Damn.
Let's see. You
The
got
state? What state is it legal?
There we go. All right.
I gotta move.
We got
You gotta put that underneath everything there.
Sorry. You got me. There you go. All right. Okay. One pun. Thank you for the $2. Lever and a little wicked game. Happy Friday, y'all. You got it. Let me get this ready.
Assumptions. Assumptions are the soup de jour of every fucking day.
Who even knows what that means?
What do you think? He's going for soup of the day, I believe.
Soup of the day. Assumptions are soup of the day for every... What? What?
Sure.
All right. Oh, yeah. I also own this.
Assumptions. Delicious assumptions.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, you don't know that.
Assumptions.
You don't know that saying, assumptions are like soup of the day, everybody has one? Is that how the saying goes?
Assumptions are soup du jour.
Don't even try. Don't even try.
No, try.
I feel like he was trying to say something, but I don't know what it is. Woody, thank you very much for the $5. I have a request. I hope you guys do a show on Mega Church Cringe Hillsong. I've heard a lot about that. I don't know the story. I'm going to have to educate myself on that, but I've heard that, it falls in line with what we like to cover here. Thank you very much, Woody from Syracuse.
Man, mega churches are almost by definition garbage, aren't they?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, have you ever heard of a megachurch that didn't have some kind of controversy or just wasn't a full-on grift?
Not that you would, right? They don't report those kind of stories.
Yeah, that's true.
Mega church, nothing happens at mega church, you know.
Mega churches are the super du jour of it.
They are. The zuppa de jour.
Oh, here we go. I think we have an explanation. Pencil Neck says, basically saying Assumption is the daily special in our Dabbleverse. I'm Minnesotan, so I speak Northwood Tard fluently. That is quite an interpretation, and I gotta say, the one that probably makes the most sense. And
yeah, the interpretation makes sense. I'm not saying the quote itself makes sense, but the interpretation does, so thank you.
It does. It absolutely does.
Well, now, what was the quote, the full quote again? Assumptions are the super de jour
of every fucking day. Let's watch it again.
That makes sense. Yeah, assumptions are the It makes sense. It's just, I kind of thought the funny thing about it was just the way he pronounced super de jour.
Yeah, that was a funny part of it too. Yeah, you know what? I want to watch this again. Actually, let's see.
Assumptions. Assumptions are the super de jour of every fucking day.
And also doing the Italian chef molto bene thing. Wow, that's the same thing we say how much he likes eating box. Like that was the same hand gesture.
It's super de jour. Is what he actually says. Super de jour. It's like one. It was like one solid word
that ends with jur.
With super de jour.
He's a real super de jerk, if you ask me.
Supediger.
Super de jour of every day.
Alrighty.
Hammers is in chat, so we can play what we owe him.
Okay, Hammers.
We're waiting for you to get out here, Hammers.
Yes, we owe you a Crimax button push. Things ended a little weird last week. We apologize, but we got something here prepared for you. Please enjoy.
Some people have a deep, abiding respect for the natural beauty that was once this country. And some people don't. People start pollution. People can stop it.
Hey, hope you like that. It's so ridiculous. I love it so much. Boy. All right. Now.
Hey, Datewalk, good to see you.
Imagine pollution being a problem, you know?
Yeah, I know.
Someone threw a wrapper out the window.
And wasn't the story that guy wasn't even Native American? He was like Greek or something?
I think he was, everyone in chat saying he's Italian.
Way worse, yeah, Italian.
Way worse.
Way worse.
Get rid of the pollution. Bring a sausage a pit.
It's a filthy Italian.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Way
Swarthy,
worse.
disgusting.
Old Chief Buffalo Bisconte.
Watch this.
Well, all right, folks. So we had a lot planned for this, what we think is going to be the final episode of Jim Jones and the People's Temple. However,
It ain't. There's no way.
There's so much. You know, I've enjoyed the journey of learning about Jonestown because our whole thing is talking about how, God, just life is so much stranger than fiction. And this one had so many elements to it that we didn't know, we didn't understand the context or the breadth of it. We've learned so much along this journey of ours.
It's been a pleasure to teach you so much about this, Luigi.
Thank you very much, Mr. Pat Dixon. It was my pleasure to teach you about monkey salesmen.
Yeah, it's the best.
Yes.
That is the best. I mean, like, how can you get enough of that? He was a monkey salesman.
I mean, that could be an episode. That could be a solid episode just
It
talking
could be
about
a
monkeys.
fucking web series. Jim Jones selling monkeys.
Yes.
And that's his job while he's trying to build a temple. You know, the early days. That, you know, when they look back and they go, oh, those were the good days of the temple.
Yeah, like you can't see where it's like, you know, it's like Saturday nights, my 600-pound life, followed by Jim Jones, monkey salesman. Like, you know what I mean?
Well, you'd have to fun it up, you know, you have to be JJ or something.
Like the show Young Sheldon, I think of young Jim Jones being a total
Jim
comedy.
Jones and the Bear, yeah.
Yeah.
But because of the fact that we were planning to watch a documentary and I ran it through the copyright check and it's still cleared, but we got censored for it in our last episode, we decided that we're probably not going to watch much of it, but we're going to talk and discuss the final, I guess, portion of this story. And we're going to rely more on just discussing it and maybe even talking a little bit about other content that we can create from other things that we found about Jonestown.
Well, everybody gets so hung up on the way it ended, you know, and like, really, that's not the most important part, is it? I mean, isn't the most important part just that they tried?
I thought you were being genuine because in all sincerity, the things that we've learned that built up to this is what I have found to be the most interesting. The whole suicide part of it isn't the top of the list. It's the whole thing about moving the monkey salesman, the ties to the mafia, or, you know, whatever they call it, the underworld,
And the government. His influence with the government, the press, you know,
the politics, the voting, all of that I find to be so much more interesting than the actual suicide.
Yeah, man, he's a Marxist gone wild. I mean, like, when you start combining Marxism and that good old religion, like, that's how you end up paddling people down in Guyana, I guess.
I guess. But we can learn from.
Well,
his
it's undeniably
mistakes.
true.
Oh, I was going to say we can learn from his mistakes and try again. Is my point.
Try again to build a Marxist utopia in the jungle. Oh, yeah, why not?
Yeah, why not? We can call it Greenbergville, Luigi Land.
Yeah, that's true. Nobody's
Only
really
if you
tried
promise we're done the
since.
same way.
Yeah,
One
that's my
failure
point.
and the world gives up. I mean, come on.
That is my point exactly. Why should that stop us from creating our own utopia? But this time, we will plan ahead better. We won't need everyone to be vegan. We'll understand the agriculture. We'll have plants to to farm.
We
Jim
may
Jones.
eventually have to go vegan. Actually, I was just looking at it. We may. I mean,
Jim
they're growing
Jones was
shit in the
running a
jungle.
Lego scam. Do you know about this Lego scam story, Pat?
As connected to Jim Jones? No,
not connected to Jim Jones, but I think that's definitely something we need to make a priority to cover on our show here soon. But back to Jonestown. So yeah, let's talk about where we left off. Where we really left off.
Before we do that, let me just give Pat the quick
Every
thing that's
time.
with the Lego.
Time.
No, I promise it's not Amityville. No, I just want to say the Lego thing. The quick story is Mormons have led to stealing 6-digit worth of Legos from a family, and now they're suing the family.
And there's a cover up
big
with
cover
the
up.
police department. The FBI might be getting involved. It's insane. It all started with Legos. Seriously,
Yeah, it's going on right now. That's like, yeah, it's an insane story
It is an
already.
insane story, but we do need to cover it. But there's new updates every single day. Oh yeah, whatever. Yeah. Okay.
What about the Ego Slam scam? Have you heard about that one? The Ego Slam? Yeah.
As
they
in
won't let go
waffles?
of it.
They won't let go of it.
I knew. I was trying to calculate it out in my head.
I saw it coming, but I still wanted to hear it.
Where are we going with this? All right, Amber.
I was about to put that on. Are there bottles of piss in the story? Hey, Amber, how you doing, hon?
All right, so where we left off is that Senator or Congressman Leo Ryan has arrived in Jonestown because of the fact that several people have written to him. I believe there were 60 families that had written to him saying that they wanted to know if their loved one who had traveled with Jim Jones to Guyana was safe. And he decides that he's going to travel down there, meet everyone, talk to people, and then create some sort of report, or at least, communicate back to those families and let them know what the status is of what's going on there.
And has there ever been a less necessary trip? We just wanted to know if our, family member who has followed a demagogue into Guyana to start a Marxist utopia is okay. No, they're not.
What's so funny is that as I'm doing research about this, I asked myself the exact same question, which was, what was going to be the ultimate report he gives? Thumbs up, thumbs down. Those are really the only two options.
What is the definition of okay? If alive is okay, yes. But
yes,
depends what okay means.
This was, Pat is so right. This was a completely useless trip for him to take, especially for him to do himself. There could have been some kind of investigation that, America did with, somebody else. But I don't know what I'm sitting here saying this out loud. I don't know what would have been a better alternative.
How about the fucking National Guard or something? You know what I mean? A small contingent. Just send in the fucking military.
That's what I thought, but still, it's like, I don't know. I don't know what the right answer is.
But they sent him down there like completely bare-assed, He had some reporters with him, Send him with some...
No security, no protection, nothing. Thank you very much, Andrea, for celebrating 13 months of membership. Good to see you, Andrea.
Hi, Daz.
But that is exactly the crazy part about it, is he goes down there with reporters. That's it. It's just him and some reporters. A couple of family members decide to tag along, but no protection, no guns, no nothing to. I don't even want to just keep saying protection, but just nothing that seems perfectly logical to take down there when you're dealing with someone who thinks he's God leading 1,000 people. Maybe the world wasn't as experienced with this sort of nonsense, but now we know that's a dangerous person. And that inspires blind loyalty from his congregation. We know that now. Maybe they didn't know that then, but whatever. He goes down there and is trying to monitor the situation. He's interviewing a few people. And then when he arrives, there are a few people down there in Jonestown who start to think, all right, maybe I'm in over my head. Maybe this isn't the utopia that we thought it was going to be. Maybe we should go back home. Now, there's a few. See, Detroit, Pat, was that bologna on white?
I don't know why that made me laugh.
Barbecue pork.
Oh, nice.
Ooh,
which
nice.
is not any better than bologna. I mean, on the white trash scale, it's a little higher, but
So he shows up. Leo Ryan shows up, and there are a few people there that
I mean, that's putting it very kindly. There were a few people there who thought maybe this. No, they very surreptitiously got together, sent him a note, get us the fuck out of here, basically.
Well, okay, so I know the number. The number is 15. There's 15 people who try to communicate, but here's the thing is that they're afraid to talk to him because they know that if they're caught talking to him, there could be consequences. That there is going to be some sort of punishment from Jones if they're caught saying that they want to leave. Jay Wolfenstein, is this part 4 or take 4? I can't tell based on past episodes. Good point. It is the last one.
Yes.
So we know that while Leo Ryan is there, there's a guy named Vern Gosney. We've actually shown him a couple of times in interviews, and he writes a note, and he wants to pass this note that says, I want to go home. And when he passes it to Leo Ryan, it actually slips out of his hand and drops on the floor. He grabs it really quickly and then says very loudly, "Oh, Mr. Ryan, you dropped this." Because he knows that it's going to be bad if anyone suspects that he passes a note, but he fools nobody. Apparently, there's a snitch little kid who points at him and screams, "He passed a note, he passed a note." And now it's over. And this little snitch kid, of course, is obviously loyal to the cause, has a parent there, but they play it off. And Leo Ryan tries to, comfort him. He says, "No, this is mine. Thank you. Thank you." And now they're having they're at like a dinner that's sort of a party to celebrate, to show off that everybody's great. They're all eating and they're having a feast for their guests, even though it is very clear that Jim Jones does not want Leo Ryan or any of that party there, and he doesn't want anybody to go because he's feeling attacked and he's paranoid and he thinks that they represent the government coming after him. But then Leo Ryan at some point sneaks away and talks very slowly and secretively to Vern Gosney and just says, "Was that your note?" Vern Gosney says, "Yes, it was." And he says, "Are you telling me you want to leave?" And he says, "Yes, I do." And he says, "Okay, great. We're leaving here tomorrow morning. Pack a bag and we'll take you home." So Vern Gosney is now, he believes he now has his ticket home with Congressman Ryan. And then other people catch wind of it. And a couple other people go up to Leo Ryan and start saying, "I want to leave too." But now it's out in the open. It's not secretive anymore. Is this how you know the story?
Yeah, I mean, it would have been better if it was unanimous, But if you want to know how terrified these people were of Jim Jones, I think it was Vern Gosney who had a kid there. And he was like, I thought about bringing my son, but then I thought he'd probably rat me out. So I figured he was better off staying there. And you have to be pretty, it's not just that the guy is garbage. You know what I mean? He was really that's how every man for himself it got.
Exactly. Carl, no, Vern Gosney is no longer with us. Weird thing about Vern Gosney is he was very openly gay, but also said that he married a woman that, what is that?
What? I'm just fucking around.
Oh, I was like, I thought you were impersonating.
I'm just being weird. I don't know.
It's like, wait, what?
You said very openly gay, and I was like, that is shocking.
But the weird part about it is that he was very openly gay, but he had a son there that was his biological son with a woman that he claims was the only woman he ever loved. And apparently she knew he was gay, and he just fell in love with her, and they had a son. It was a weird thing.
I guess I'll fuck you. I don't know.
It's very odd. Like he just says,
you're saying that's why he was so cowardly and a bad father. Got it. I was trying to see what connection you were making, but now I get it. A straight guy would have
That's
never
it.
abandoned his,
But the weird thing, what I was actually getting at was that his son was half black because the woman that he had the son with was black, and he talks. I've watched several documentaries that interview him, and he talks about how that was what convinced him to join the People's Temple, was that he was in this what at the time was considered an unusual arrangement in which he was gay. He was married to I don't know that he was actually ever married, but he had a black child with a black woman, which is like very different layers of unacceptable living situation at
it's
that
still
time.
considered somewhat unusual.
I guess it is. But he says that was welcomed by Jim Jones. He was an outsider.
Yes, because homosexuality was the soup du jour of Jonestown, am I right?
Super de jour.
Super de jour.
And that's just a little bit of
Super de jure.
Super de jure of his backstory. And so now there's a total of about 15 people. But yes, Vern Gosney has a son there, and I believe it was his wife. I need to check on that. But he says, I'm leaving. I got to leave you here. And he believes that taking his son will actually hurt his son. And this is the story he gives. And that his son is so brainwashed by the People's Temple that taking him home will actually just kind of solidify the Jim Jones belief in his kid, and whatever reason he gives. I'm saying these are his reasons. I don't know that I believe any of them.
No,
but
he knew the little shit would turn him in. I mean, he's kind of sort of suggested that, or basically came out and said it in one interview I saw. He's like, I thought he might turn me in. Figured he was better off here, a little brainwashed. Half
Just tell the kid, hey, I'm gonna go grab some milk. I'll be right back.
That's what my father did. Just kidding.
But he of course Jim Jones would welcome somebody like that, because the more disenfranchised you were, the less social power or status you had, and that's what he liked. All the easier to break down. Yeah,
that was essentially who he targeted. Was anybody in a whatever you would just call it. I don't even know that I'm using the right terminology, but just whatever situation that was just kind of outside of the norm, and especially involving race or sexuality.
Right, any kind of fringe person and stuff.
Yeah, Nixon, thank you for the $5.
Hey, Kevin Brennan fucks a monkey. You didn't know that, Pat, with your suit wearing ass, tied too tight and shit, looking like a manager at Waffle House, eating while on the clock, motherfucker.
I don't even know what to make of any of that, but it makes me laugh. All right.
Good story. It's just
ending any sentence with motherfucker is always going to make me laugh. All right, so here we are. So now Leo Ryan is trying to secretively move these people outside of the People's Temple, and he's trying to keep everyone secret, but now people are coming up to him in bulk and saying, hey, can you get me out of here? And he's telling them yes. He's just basically giving a blanket yes to everybody. So as the night goes on,
because he's a politician, of course he is.
yes, and
I will get you out of here. What an idiot! This guy thought he was going to go down there just with his charm. You know what I mean? I'm with the U.S. Congress. They're like, yeah, this is our place, dude. This is our country. This is our God. And they have no concept of like, ooh, a U.S. congressman. Ooh.
Okay, so what you're saying, that actually is a great point, and I don't think I thought about that before, is that it really was an ego trip for Leo Ryan to think that he could go down there by himself, unarmed, with a couple of news reporters, and start telling Jim Jones in a different country how he's now in charge and he's taking over and is going to move all. I really didn't think about that, but that really was a dumb idea.
Yeah, he's got that American ego when you go to another country and you're like, wow, there's so many foreigners here, even though you're the foreigner.
Or when you talk louder, thinking that people are going to understand you. Man, and that is a great point, Pat. And so then, while he is now given a little bit of alone time, or at least conversation time with Jim Jones, you see Jim Jones visibly fold. he is his head down. He is now just intolerant of this whole situation, and he just starts saying, just go, just take people, whatever, leave me alone. And you see him just completely surrender and cave, at least in front of Leo Ryan, saying, just let us be happy. We came here to be happy. Leave us alone. But his paranoia is stuck on this idea that Leo Ryan represents the whole U.S. government trying to infiltrate him and stop their happiness, essentially.
He wasn't really that wrong. I mean, that's kind of what was going on.
But it wasn't yet. It was just a guy visiting at that point.
And taking 15 of his followers,
15 of 1,000.
Get over it. No, I mean,
I'm a
to
Jim
him,
Jones
it's
apologist.
No, he knows what's going to happen. It's going to crumble. It's already crumbling. That's why he did it right then. He's like, well, we killed the guy, so we just got to end this thing now. Drink up.
And so while he's talking to Jim Jones is just like, all right, man, whatever. Basically, when you've been arguing with a woman for too long and you just say, fine, you're right. Yeah, okay, you're done. I'm completely wrong. Whatever, just leave me alone, please. Shut up. Am I the only one here?
But I don't think that. No, I've never met a woman. But I don't think that he argued him down to that, though. I know you're just making an analogy. I think it was more like he just was like, well, you here, go ahead, take about it. He was on a lot of pills too.
But the thing is, I'm saying there's video of this, and I'm saying he looks defeated, and I'm saying that he looked that way,
frail, sickly, kind of. Yeah, he was not. Well, I mean, he was really, really a junkie for a long time.
Yes, he was. And his son, I want to touch back on this. His son was not there. His biological son was not there because they had left because there was a basketball team. Jonestown had their own basketball team, and they were traveling to play the
Guyanese Nationals.
Was that what? Okay, it was Guyanese Nationals. And but he starts to panic and starts calling his son, telling his son to come back. He's like, you got to come back. You got to come back now. And
like a good teenager, he said, fuck you, Dad.
Yeah, exactly. He's like, okay, yeah, Georgetown. Yeah, thanks, Carl. It was Georgetown.
Right, Georgetown. That's correct, yeah.
I'm from the government, and I'm here to help. Hard to choose between the Marxist cult or the senator at that point. That's a decent point.
But if he was in the Senate, I would have taken the Marxist. But he was just a congressman,
And then throw in a bunch of drugs that are just warping your judgment. And so then from there, yes, he just looks visibly defeated. He looks like he's totally throwing in the towel. And then out of nowhere, someone runs up to Leo Ryan, Congressman Leo Ryan, and puts a knife to his throat and says he's going to kill him. And this part is a little hazy on who was responsible and what the facts are. But the guy with the knife is wrestled to the ground and they take the knife away, but he does cut Leo Ryan at least a little bit. And Leo Ryan apparently puts on a brave face and just says, okay, we're leaving in the morning. And now at this point, he is defiantly telling everyone, if you want to go, pack your shit, we're leaving. So I think this is where the number adds up to 15. I don't think it was up to 15 yet. I think it was maybe 2 or 3 at this point. But when he makes the announcement, that's when people just start coming out of the woodwork and saying, okay, I want to go. I want to go.
It might have been a good time to make a call,
Yep.
Home. Send people here instantly now. Really, what it should have shown him is that, dude, you're mortal here. You could have easily just gotten your head cut off. So,
and I believe
bad shit can happen here.
And I believe also, if I'm not mistaken, that there were guards openly carrying guns in front of him too, while they're having this dinner. I might be wrong about that, but there are people there with guns.
That's to protect the people of Jonestown.
Yes, of course. But they're in front of him, is my point. Like, it should have been an intimidating process, and he should have at least thought, hey, maybe maybe this isn't the safest environment, is my point.
If I was him, I would have said, you know what? I love what's happening down here. You guys are A-okay in my book. I'm going to take a full report back to Congress saying this shit continues indefinitely, and we're going to send more people your way.
To some extent, that happens. To some extent, because when he starts having that argument with Jim Jones and saying, he's saying take everybody, he says, hey, listen, I'm not taking everybody. I'm only taking a few people. And the report that I'm going to give those families who were concerned is that everything's okay. Everything's fine. Now, whether or not he's being honest, I don't know. But I believe that to some extent he was doing exactly what you're saying, which is playing along and saying, hey, you got a great thing here. I love it. You know what? I'm going to come back myself and live here. He's placating him. And then I'm going to start Twat Town.
Yeah, Miss Daytwa. Yeah, I don't know.
Town.
Yeah, maybe put a dash between the A and the T, dear, because it does say Twat Town.
I like Twat Town. Twatberg.
I'm moving to Twat Town.
I'm the mayor of Twat Town.
Free and fair elections at Twat Town.
All right. So then, now people are packing their bags and they start loading up. And Leo Ryan, actually charters now a second plane. They only came in one plane, and now they have, more people going back home, and he has to charter a second plane. He does it. And so as dawn comes, they start loading up trucks for all the people that are leaving.
Heyo.
Heyo. And then there's now fights going on. Like people are screaming and saying how angry they are that people are leaving, and people are leaving their families, and their families are crying, and there's all kinds of stuff going on.
I think that's Jim Jones going, let your voice be heard. Don't let them run away with those babies.
Yep.
You know what's crazy? He's probably saying to people like, can you believe this congressman? He's brainwashing these people. Like he's like trying to use the Uno reverse card, saying that's guy doing the brainwashing.
You're not that far off, but just not. He hasn't said it yet, but he does say something very, very similar to that. So they started loading up these trucks, and then thank you, Rumple Trenchcoat.
RTC
$2. Life is like a hurricane here in Twat Town.
Holy damn!
Surprised you got away with twat in super chats. All right, so there's all
the Twat Town song.
Twat Town is run by all women.
They're sitting on all the twat at Twat
Town. That's right. I'm packing my bags. I'm leaving Coxville, and I'm moving to Twat Town.
So then here's where it gets really nutty, is that of those 15 people, they start, hey, Dr. Omega, what's up, boys? Good to see you. Omega? And
welcome.
I'm sorry, Twat Town is totally distracting me. I'm enjoying that.
Yeah.
So what happens is, of the 15 people who say that they want to leave, they're all packing up their stuff on these trucks that are going to take them out to the airport to jump on planes to go back home. And then out of nowhere, something weird happens, is that there's a 16th person who says, I want to go too. And every person who is a defector from Jonestown gives this guy the side eye, and they are all suspicious. And they say, you never said you wanted to leave. And the guy just says, yeah, well, I changed my mind. I want to go home. And everyone is suspicious of this 16th person. Manigan, thank you very much for the $5. She can build Twat Twat Town next to Liechtenstein. We have plenty of room. Case closed. Thank you very much.
You know what, Twat? Reach out to me on X, and I will legit make you a Twat Town shirt. And it's on me. Just hit me up on X, and we'll get it popping.
Population me in Twat Town.
Twat
Town. So now these trucks go out to the airport to load up onto the airplanes, and then
the exiting highway sound says, "See you next town."
Am I missing anything, Pat? I know you're pretty well versed in this story. This is pretty much how it goes, and this is really where it comes to.
I think just the life at Twat Town, Jonestown. I got preoccupied at Twat Town.
The penis temple at Twat Town.
Yes.
Person's temple. But just what life was like there. There's some really interesting audio that comes from Jonestown, and it's fucking insane. I mean, it's like they get into these public debates and arguments, which he leads, and he's talking about this one guy who's, it's reminiscent of Dabbleverse shit, kind of, is what it sounds like. He's over here banging her, and then he's over here trying to fuck this lady. I mean, for a minister, he uses the F. He says fuck a lot, And at one point, he goes, "Well, ladies, we got to just cut all their dicks off, and then we'd have sausage for dinner."
He would have
been
not
the kind of thing that would happen in Twat Town, though.
No.
He would have been an interesting stand-up comedian with his deliveries. I would have liked to have seen him try. Him and Sam Kinison touring together.
Yeah, he was pretty angry, though, yeah. I mean, but if you don't take it seriously, it's pretty funny shit.
Yeah.
But they were kind of forced to take it seriously. And also, another aspect, besides just, how weird life was there, I mean, he called people up in the middle of the night, everybody has to come here for... What was it? White Night?
White Nights.
And then there he was white knighting for, these ladies, I guess.
So the White Nights were the drills, the suicide drills that he expected everyone to take part in, because the day was eventually going to come where he was going to ask everyone to commit suicide. Donna G, thank you very much for the 1999. Happy Friday, boys.
Thank you, Donna. I love you.
And so while those trucks have loaded everyone up and that person has gotten on, they leave. Jim Jones calls to an assembly together and tells everyone, well, this is the time. I've been preparing you for the White Nights, but now it's real. Now we've really got to do it. And this is some interesting audio. And, maybe we should make some more content out of that stuff that we found, the audio and the interviews afterwards. But he starts actually taking a poll, and he starts asking the congregation, all right, well, it's time to commit suicide. Anybody have anything to say? And you literally hear people say, I don't want to. And his response is, well, you just don't understand. He's basically telling them, you're too stupid to understand what the plan is here. And there's one elderly person there who says, what does it matter that they're leaving? We came here to enjoy ourselves and have our own world and have our own land. That doesn't bother us. It's not disrupting anything we're doing. And to what you and Gummi said earlier, his response is, yeah, but this is just the first step. The government's going to come here. They're going to kill us all. And that was essentially he wasn't really even asking for opinions. He was just telling people, nope, you're wrong. We're going to kill ourselves. Better get on board.
Well, never debate with the door-to-door monkey salesman, He's a master of sales. And so he had to sell these people. Now, granted, he was 9/10 of the way there. There were armed guards there with, loaded weapons. So it's not as if they had any choice, really. But, there was one woman who stood up and was kind of trying to debate him, well, why don't we could go to Cuba. I thought Russia was going to let us go to Cuba. He's like, they ain't going to fuck with us now. What are you talking about after this shit?
That's
because
exactly it. Yeah.
Because he maintained to the congregation, he said the plane was going to either not take off or the pilot was going to be shot. And I guess he's talking about his guy that he sent in there. You know, he was going to shoot the pilot, and that the pilot was going to go down in the jungle, and then that was going to be the beginning of the end. He was saying that.
Yes, he was telling everyone that.
He told everybody.
Well, I mean, everyone at the at the assembly.
Yeah.
And he's telling them, nope, I've really put the nail in the coffin. They are going to come after us because I'm going to kill everybody. And it is crazy. You've got a request for the lever. I'll set that up. But that person that he sent was, of course, a plant. They went there and they pull a gun out when they start boarding on the plane, while simultaneously all of those armed guards get on their own trucks and they corner the planes taking off. And believe it or not, what's crazy is that there is actual footage of this because the news reporters that were with Ryan had their cameras rolling, and you can see these armed guards jump out of a truck and just start shooting people. Miss Dead Shark just became a member. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Miss Dead Shark.
And I want to get the karmic lever loaded up here.
David Carradine died from autoerotic asphyxiation. So he hung himself trying to pull his pud. Just a little bit of context.
I like it when it's just a little non sequitur in the middle of a serious moment on the show. Thank you very much for becoming a member, Ms. Dead Shark. So, back to mass suicide.
Murder.
Murder. You know what? You're right. It is murder. He really tried to characterize it as suicide, which is
it's not even on the line. I mean, like, it's not even a question because, I mean, they killed a bunch of them. So even if it was both, it was still a mass murder as well.
Totally. And more than half of it, allegedly, was murder because it was forced on people. Like, they even found the cyanide in syringes. They found it in those liquid syringes, trying to force it into the mouths of people.
I've already done my Kool-Aid joke and black kids, remember? So that's...
I was really hoping you were going to do the pineapple spears and Kool-Aid thing here live on the air.
I don't know anything about that. Is that anything like bits and pieces?
No, it's like I guess you'd call it a TikTok trend. Or,
it's a big thing in the hood now.
Yeah, they're putting Kool-Aid.
Oh, why wouldn't I have known about that? That's weird.
Pat Dixon has his finger on the pulse of hood culture.
I got it up in it. I'm in the hood culture's twa town.
Yeah.
Sorry, go ahead.
No. So it's interesting because I do like your take on it, in that I feel like I was told so many times of the story that it was suicide. It's kind of stuck in my brain, despite the fact that I know it wasn't. It was a murder. So I like you pointing that out. And I think
also that they are Marxist more than they are religious. I mean, that is the first. I mean, they are a socialist, communist movement trying to start a communist utopia. All that gets whitewashed out of it for some reason. They'd rather blame it on religious people. They did tap into a lot of that religiosity, though. There was faith healing. All those elements were there. But, he just threw the Bible down at some point and said, this has nothing to do with what we're doing.
And why? I have to wonder, and it's a totally rhetorical question, but why? Why is that? When reporting on it is, you're exactly right. It's reported as a religion, and it's reported as a suicide. We can only speculate.
You're not serious right now, are you? Like, you really don't understand why?
I guess more than anything is that
it's the same reason they call why they call anti-fascists.
I guess what I'm saying is that with all the time that has passed, we know the story. We've learned the actual facts of the story, but it's still categorized as that. And I guess I just find it interesting, odd, special, but no, I guess I do know the reason why. But still, it's just one of those things you just have to say, why continue telling the sugar-coated version of it when we already know the facts? That's what I find fascinating.
The untrue version. I mean, really.
The untrue version.
Sugar-coated.
Yeah.
I mean, is it sugar-coated or is it just flat inaccurate,
You know what? You're right. It is flat and accurate.
Sugar-coated. It's like, oh, yes, it's,
Rumble trench coat. Thank you for the $2. The Kool-Aid in Twat Town is just vinegar and water. All right. Twat Town's going to have to be a thing now.
Yeah.
that easy.
Yes, it is.
So, okay. So Carl here is saying it's a cult, not a religion. And okay, you're right. You're absolutely right. But I'm saying that it started with a religious angle. It absolutely is a cult. There's no question about it. But it started as a religious angle and then abandoned it. It started being Christian and then abandoned it and just simply became a political movement, all while still being a cult. But that's just where it started. And so I guess I am probably using that term incorrectly, but it is still kind of stuck in my brain that he tried to be a Christian pastor. Jake Hudson, thank you for celebrating 1 month of membership. Thank you very much. And Jake, we had a shout out for you for the intro song. Thank you very, very much.
Thank you, sir.
So, Mars, you live in Twat Town, you gotta get down.
Oh,
that's
can
a song.
Can we grab one of those levers? Because since Mars is here.
Oh, yes.
Please, shout outs to Mars. We did a little collab. I'm gonna put his link in chat also.
Yes, sir, we can. Hold on. Thank you very much, Mars. I think I actually have it lined up. If I don't, here we go.
I guess this is the woman that Matt has told all of his problems to.
Mm-hmm.
Right before he took me to this comedy show where I was supposed to laugh. I fucking cried, man.
Well, I'm sorry to hear that. Oh, excuse me. I'm smoking weed.
Yeah, it's cool. I wish I had a cig right now, man. I don't smoke. I'm not like just like hot smoking. Like smoking was hot in the 60s and 50s.
It was.
Holy man.
These are getting longer.
What? So Evie Mux is screwing up on me tonight.
Okay, I thought I got kicked off. I wasn't sure what was going on.
No, something weird is going on.
Oh,
Like
okay.
it's like delaying and then. Sorry. All right.
Yeah. Thank you so much, Mars. He provided the baby karmic pictures, and I did the whole lever thing. So we did a little collab. There's a couple of them. So thank you so much.
Thank you. So I think that we have spent enough time on Jonestown, going 4 episodes on it.
Yeah.
Unless, of course, you want to do a 5th, Pat. I'm looking at you.
We could. That's like you said, man. How long is a piece of string? I mean,
There
a lot
are
of
some
stories,
crazy
and there's
things.
so much. There's just so much footage that would have been great. But I mean, I don't know what the copyright deal is on that interview footage and the stuff, the audio from Jonestown. I'm not exactly sure who could copyright that.
Yeah, I think
The
that should be
death tape,
fine. That has to
the
be.
death tape is like fucking. It's pretty long. If you've never listened to it, I do encourage people to check it out. It's some people find it to be a hard listen. I fall asleep to it a lot of times. To be honest, it's very relaxing.
That's Pat's ASMR. This is like,
I just see Pat like putting one of those eye masks on, putting his headphones in.
I have worked so hard for you people.
I want you to be as fearless as I am, and blah 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 blah.
At one point, he does sound super gay. At one point, he goes, "If we can't live alone, let us die alone."
Yes, that's part of the speech that he's giving while they're heading to the airport.
I said that wrong, and I said alone. It was in peace. If we can't live in peace, let us die in peace.
Thank you very much, Kimberly, for the 5.
Thank you, Kimberly.
Luigi Greenberg memberships. Thank you very, very much.
Followed by her becoming a member as well.
Oh,
thank you so much, darling.
Thank you very, very much. And so what he describes it as is, this is one thing that I find kind of funny in telling the story, is that
I've been waiting for the funny part.
The monkey was the funny part, but this is just interesting in that, like we've said, it was obviously, there's just no question about it. It was a murder. It was not suicide. It was a murder. But he gives it he gives it a title. He says, "We are going to die in an act of revolutionary suicide." And I feel like that was almost his way of trying to dramatize it or give it more drama, something like that. Like he was really trying to paint a picture of people that everyone there was going to be remembered for their efforts, like that everyone there was going to somehow make a statement, even though they're not in America. What he's trying to do is spite America and saying that we are rebels and we're going to revolutionize. We're going to be remembered in America for what we're doing. And people bought it. Like
he's invoking the cause until the bitter end.
That is okay. I've never heard that term. That's it. Invoking the cause. And now even giving it color and categorizing it and trying to make everyone a hero and essentially giving them a halftime speech to go out on the field, give it your all, and we're all going to be remembered for what we're doing. And that's not what happens. Everyone is just considered a victim of all of this. At least a victim to to following him. Pella, at least the other guy gave everyone the same pair of Nikes and promised to ride on a comet. That's one that's one we really have to do. Did you know, I think we've said this before, there are still Heaven's Gate members alive today, still following that movement.
Oh, they're waiting for the next Halley's Comet. They're like not very brave,
Not brave and neutered. They had to neuter themselves. But there was
their whole life, or to even be in the cult, they gotta.
You had to neuter
castrate themselves
to be a part of the cult. Yes.
They have to do it themselves?
No, not themselves. I'm saying they had to have it done, but
not a big difference, I guess.
That'd be a very awkward operation to conduct on yourself.
Ouch. Ouch.
But anyway, I really kind of am at a loss here because I'm glad that we're giving this topic an end. It's been fun. It's been a fun ride. But we knew that this is how it ended, and it's not funny or comical. It's very sad, just tragic. So I don't really know how to really put a bow on this.
I mean, you got to just take it to Twat Town.
I plan for all
that's
of
a
us
much
to go to
cheerier
Twat Town.
place. But look, I think that it would be cool if there was a Tarantino-esque ending, where it turns out that they don't all do that, like at the end of that most recent movie that he did about Hollywood. Remember that?
I haven't seen it.
Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, yeah. Well, I don't want to spoil it for you, but it's a little fun revisionist history. Just like with Inglourious Bastards.
I hated Inglourious Bastards.
Well, this is different.
I know a little bit about it, or the story, but I just...
Well, they talk about Manson, and everything,
Yeah.
and then, and it doesn't end up going that way. The point being, it would be nice if we had that. That would be cool, but we don't. You're right. It ends up shitty, and I think that the survivors who tell the story, man, are the ones we got to focus on. They came out and let us know what was up. There's a lot of recordings of it, and there, but for the grace of God, go I. I would not want to meet that fate, and we don't have to. We're all on this side of the earth, breathing and living happy, and Jim Jones's brand of communism did not work. Nor does any brand of communism work.
That's I wanted to give you an opportunity to talk about what lessons to learn from it, but I think you summed it up. Dr. Omega, tell Dixon to stop yelling. Seethe much? Foot.
Yeah, I know.
Or shoe.
All I do is seethe.
Is that supposed to be steel toe?
It's a steel toe. Yes. He's having some fun with steel toe. Yeah. Steel toe had a certain characterization of me that didn't quite add up. It was all today on that episode of This Little Piggy. Encourage you to watch it, and then you'll know.
Ah, interesting. So, I guess, now I hate to end on a sad note, so I just figured we'd play some nonsense for the rest of the episode. There it is. Didn't have to wait long for that. Thank you very much, Reverend Hammond, for the $5. Liverpool and fart of your choice, my good man. That is how you end a 4-episode long arc that is depressing as hell.
Yeah.
I don't want these sort of mouth lines, like, I get a little bit, I take a little bit of collagen. That's like some cow shit.
Yeah.
That's gelatin. That's cow hooves in my face, man.
Well, they say Botox is botulism.
Oh, yeah.
That's more depressing than the story we just watched.
They say that Botox is botulism. That is a line that just absolutely makes me totally crack up. I don't even know why. It's just, it's so stupid, but it's also a fact. They say that this true thing is true. It's essentially what he's saying. Anyway. So, all right.
Can we get one of the animal levers so people can see the other version of Karmic? The new Karmic, new lever?
Definitely.
I call this Hack Hannah.
After Jack Hanna.
Yes.
I gotta find one, actually. Give me a second.
Okay.
Oh, here we go.
I don't want these sort of mouth lines, like,
Hack Hannah, folks. Yes, Gummi put together a collection of all of Karmic's animal noises.
All of them?
Yes, there's, I think, 7 or 6. And shout out to Ghost Crusaders. He's the one who got him to do all those, like, in one show. He gave him, like, 6 different super tips, or 6, 7. And he just made them do different animal sounds. And it went from sloth to T-Rex and everything in between. Not kidding.
He did that for at least a week.
Yeah. And Gummi got them all.
Collect them all.
All right. So, I don't think there's really much else to talk about other than...
Way to close the show, Luigi.
I know. It's weird.
Well. I always leave them wanting less.
I'm trying to get people. I'm trying to get people to ask for more levers. No. So I'll tell you where we're going to move on from here. So from here on out, I think we're going to try to have a little bit more. I think we're going to do what we did after we did the whole. What was the name of it? It was the kidnapped in plain sight thing that just bummed everybody out. we're going to try to have a little bit more of interesting comedic content after that. Maybe even do another non-tent episode. But next week, we're actually going to cover the feud between James Randi and Mr. Uri Geller. Are you familiar with that story, Pat?
Yes, I am.
And for those who don't know, Uri Geller was essentially just a run-of-the-mill magician who claimed to have supernatural powers and convinced a lot of people, even went on a lot of shows talking about how his mind had all these extraordinary powers, but he was exposed several times by the amazing Mr. James Randi. But like all of our stories, despite being exposed and despite having all of the lies thrown out there into the public, people still want to believe stupid things. It's amazing. It's really amazing. And he had a very long, prolific career to this day, I believe, spanning over 60 years, convincing people that he could bend stuff with his mind. It's insane. But
yeah, it's ridiculous. I mean, it was the Tonight Show was where it famously happened in front of the most people, the largest audience, and Uri Geller was like, "Yeah, I'm not feeling it tonight. I'm just not feeling it," because Randy was there. He picked out all of the spoons that he was supposed to bend. I mean, the guy was very skilled at spoon bending.
And so I actually have the footage of that night planned to show, along with a narration by someone who was an insider talking about what happened that night, because James Randi was responsible for spoiling that night for Uri Geller, where he went on the Tonight Show, had all of his props prepared, in which he was going to demonstrate his abilities, his psychic abilities. But James Randi actually had Johnny Carson's prop department sabotage it. And Penn Jillette went on the Jim and Sam show, I believe it was, to talk about how Uri Geller tried to send someone backstage to break into the studio in order to rig all of the props, but was unsuccessful. And it's a really funny story if you don't know it, and we are going to go over that. Pell celebrates 2 months of membership. Thank you very much. I bent spoons before. The ice cream was frozen. I've done that too.
Been there, done that.
Well, of course, Johnny Carson was an amateur magician. He started out that way in the world of entertainment when he was a kid. He just loved magic, and so he wanted to. I think he was annoyed that Uri Geller. It seems he was annoyed anyway that Uri Geller was passing this off as like, no, this is real. This is real. I'm a real mentalist. When like, why don't you just make a living as a magician, you asshole?
That's exactly it. And James Randi specifically said, you're lying to people. You're lying to the world and essentially stealing the money from magicians who are using the exact same tricks, the exact same scenarios that you're setting up in order to do these exact same illusions. But you're saying that you're doing them with supernatural powers, as opposed to us who are saying that we are in fact lying to our audience and we have no special supernatural powers.
Which arguably, when at some point, I guess the curtain got pulled back on magic and people just didn't believe it anymore. This guy calls himself Uri Geller, but when people called themselves, the amazing whatever, forever ago, people really, that was the idea. I really am amazing, So, it's really not that different. It was just an evolution of it. Unfortunately, and it was one that people found more interesting because people get sick of going to magic shows because it's fake.
Exactly.
You know that it's a trick. Not
Trick,
fake,
yes.
but it's
I
an
know what you-
illusion. And so, like, when you don't know that it's an illusion, I hate Uri Geller, and stuff like that. But I can kind of see an argument to be made there that he was just taking magic to the next logical evolution, and I think it has continued.
And also, despite what he claimed, doesn't mean that everyone believed him. People very well could have been smart enough to just simply say, this guy says he's got mental powers. He's just, he's just pulling tricks. We know that. And, but James Randi just didn't like it. He didn't like the fact that he claimed it. See there.
It gives him
one
something to
pun?
disprove. That was his job, was to disprove shit like that.
Absolutely.
That's why he's your hero.
He is my hero. Let's see. One pun's asking for the lever.
Of salsa in the fridge where I still dip chips in there.
You're not afraid. Your immune system's strong. Oh, I'm so-
All part of the exact same moment. I thought that was great to split up into 4 different clips.
How long do you cough off one hit of weed, for Christ's sake?
I know, that's the funny
Get a hold
thing.
of yourself.
He couldn't stop coughing. I believe that clip goes on for like 3 minutes. Folks, thank you. We are done with Jonestown for now. Maybe we'll have a 5th episode. You never know. But I do think there is some content that we will review, maybe in some members only stuff, maybe some just maybe some side shows that we do, because Pat actually found a lot of stuff that I had not seen before, and it's really interesting. Interviews with the people, speeches from Jim Jones, some pretty funny clips from the movie that they made about him.
Oh yeah, and they actually made a first movie where they had to change the names and stuff, I guess, because it was too soon. But it was like 1980 or something, or 1979. It was just before the Powers Booth one. It was called Guyana: Cult of the Damned. It was a TV movie.
Really? I don't know about that one.
Yeah,
Fire name.
yeah, I thought so too. But the guy's name was like Jim James or something.
Oh my God.
Yeah, so they had to make some changes, but it's nowhere near. It doesn't hold a candle as far as the rest of it goes to the Powers Booth. Is that his name, Powers Booth?
Yes, Powers Booth.
Yeah.
And Randy Quaid.
Back in the monkey days, yeah. And but like there's one of those recordings that is when somebody who tries to escape is returned, and he's publicly, embarrassing and shaming the guy. Talk about like, what were you gonna do? What were you gonna do? Just trying to make him look stupid and telling him all this shit in the jungle will eat you alive and stuff like that. And it goes on for it's pretty fun. I never fell asleep to that one, but
there can't be copyright stuff on that for TV movies. Maybe we can watch it. Maybe that'll be fun. But the Powers Booth one that you, I'd love to play the clip that you sent us for that one.
Well, it's more of a Jim Jones lever pull, I think.
Yes.
All right, Jim Jones lever pull. We can't top that. Let's call it a night. Thank you, everyone, for being here. Thank you so much for the generosity. We appreciate it. Next week's episode is going to be the feud between James Randi and Uri Geller. And folks, it is very, very interesting and fun. Not as depressing as this nonsense. But before we go, Pat, what would you like to plug, sir?
Just P. Dixon, everybody go there. I'd love to see you guys come over to my channel, and it's fun. And, there's songs and stuff sometimes. So P. Dixon. That's it.
Thank you. And Mr. Gummi Chainsaw, what would you like to plug?
Before anything, I do want to thank people for all the love they gave us when we were on TSN for the 24-hour thing. You guys were awesome. So
yes,
shout out to you guys who came here.
Pat had his own appearance a little later on where they introduced him to Pete DiLorenzo.
That was great. That was amazing. I'm glad you reminded me of that name. I wanted to look it up.
Oh, you know what? I'm going to send you a clip of 4 hours of Pete DiLorenzo. Or it's a video of 4 hours. Like, seriously, he was a hot topic on TSN for a while because it's just so hilariously awful. But it's still funny, though. Yes, but thank you, everyone, for all the love. We appreciate it. I didn't mean to interrupt your plug. Gummy, please, if there's anything else you want to keep doing. Yeah,
and a bunch of people from there came check out my channel, which shot me up to 200 subscribers, which I'm shocked. Thank you very much. So as a thank you, I'm going to put out an extra long episode on Sunday. I'm going to do like a like I do 3 different kinds of gaming shows. I'm gonna do like one mega mix show. So look for like a 5 or 6 hour mix of the horror simulator and old arcades. So thank you guys so much. Well, my voice cracks like I'm 14. I appreciate the love and thank you guys.
Thank you.
I want to shout out Twat Town.
Oh yes, shout out to Twat Town.
I want to make one of those old like postcards, like "Come visit sunny Twat Town."
Yes. Who is the founder of Twat Town? I'd like to know. I guess Deitois.
Well,
All right.
Deitois.
Yeah. All right. I'd like to be on the list of founders or one of the founding fathers of Twat Town. Thank you, everyone. I don't really have much to plug other than we did our first high-profile interview, which is high profile for us. Mr. Tony Ortega did an interview with us last night. I'm editing it, and we'll have it out here soon. But if you don't know who Tony Ortega is, he is the foremost authority on Scientology. He's been a journalist reporting on Scientology for over 30 years, and he actually writes about Scientology every single day, and he has for the past 15 years. He's been on every major Scientology documentary, like Going Clear, Scientology in the Aftermath with Leah Remini, and also he was on an episode of Penn and Teller's Bullshit. Has nothing to do with Scientology, though. But he sat down with me and talked about the history of Scientology and how L. Ron Hubbard plagiarized the entire religion of Scientology, which came from an episode that we did about 9 months ago, talking about how L. Ron Hubbard was friends with Jack Parsons, and Jack Parsons was a devotee of Aleister Crowley, and L. Ron Hubbard simply stole everything, but just added aliens instead of spirits. Does he confirm if Tom Cruise is mega gay? No, we never got there. We only talked about the history of Scientology, and he was so cool about it. I loved speaking with him. I hope to have him on again. I did not want him on a live show because I was afraid of making him uncomfortable with the lever and the buttons and all of the stupid things that we do. So hopefully I'm going to have that out this week, and I'm really proud of it. I was really glad that he did that, and I'm really hoping that he's going to come back and that we didn't scare him off. And he showed me he actually had an old e-meter that he shows to the camera that we talk about. It was really cool. So thank you, everyone. Appreciate it.
You guys.
Have a great weekend. Hope to see you next weekend or next Friday.
Don't worry, Deitois. I shouted out Twat Town. If you want to do a last hashtag Twat Town.
Hashtag Twat Town. There you go. All right, everybody. Stay skeptical. Thank you.
Stay skeptical. Night all.
Werewolves, vampires, witches, gremlins, ghoulies, demons, goblins, ogres.
That's right, it sucks.